Everyone to the Wednesday Afternoon Advocate News Meeting. I'm editor and publisher Chris Cobbler. With me as always sending a note here is
Tony Belanger, city editor.
And behind the camera,
Thomas Martinez, digital editor.
So let us know what you think of the stories we're working on, any suggestions you have for stories we should be working on. That's why we come on every weekday to hear from you with your thoughts, comments, emotional outbursts, whatever you got. While you're warming up to sign on, I'll see who else is signing on here. We'll ask our trivia question of the day. And this is a tough one. Who commissioned the construction of India's Taj Mahal in 1632?
16. Another old question.
1632. This is for you history buffs out there.
There was some leader who wanted, I think his daughter's buried in there, isn't it? Isn't
The
she?
Taj Mahal?
Isn't that a mausoleum?
No, it's just a, is it? It's just a pretty structure. Fancy. You think it's a mausoleum?
I think it was built to bury the daughter of some.
I'm sure somewhere in a corner down there that could be. You know what I'm saying?
Lisa just joined us. You know the answer to that one? I'm thinking it's like, because India was a British subject at that point, right? So it'd be like the Queen or King of England. I don't know who was Queen or King of England in 1632.
Yeah, but I think somewhere it was autonomous, and then British took it over. The Britons took it over, and then they pushed them out.
Well, it wasn't Gandhi. We're testing our India history knowledge. Yeah, I know, but not 1632.
Oh, no.
We need a former reporter to tell us about India.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even think England knew India existed in 1632, but who knew?
No, yeah, sure. Britain was, the whole British Empire was all over in the 1600s. Yeah. I think it was under British control then. I would think. I mean, they had the, of course, the American colony up in the 1700s until we broke free. Well, if you got the answer to that, we'll come back to that at the end of the show. In news, we've got a profile on the new city manager in Victoria and what his thoughts on now that he's a month into the job. We also have a story about the business side of the 4th of July festivities, the Miller Lite blast-off, the costs and security measures and things like that. We'll also have in the Get Out Entertainment section a guide to all the 4th of July festivities.
Who's putting on the Miller Lite deal?
Miller Lite.
Well, the city.
That's what I was getting to. Do they get some kind of sponsorship?
Yeah, the Miller Hartman Distributing sponsors it every year.
Was it Hartman or Del Papa?
Hartman, I believe.
Okay.
And then the Cure was at the Citizens Board meeting this morning. They passed their budget, which projects the hospital getting to be on stronger financial footing, breaking even basically, which is better than what they were doing last year and the year before. The Bloomington ISD School Board has named a lone finalist for the superintendent position, Mark Anglin. And let's see, we've got a regional roundup with everything the small towns around us are doing. Still, we've started our dog and owner selfie contest, so we already got some entries for your chance to win a $200 John Hart tote bag. Attractive package offered by Pat McDonald of Days Gone By, our sponsor for this month's photo contest. We also are doing a short update on the Hallettsville case. The DA has re-indicted, sort of technicality re-indictment of the 3 school officials, but we'll have a little bit of new information there in that story that John Wilcox is doing. And let's see, also in Get Out Entertainment section is National Park Recreation Month, so some events that are National Park and Recreation Month, so some events going on in Victoria parks. And Joe Fryer, I'm not sure which movie he's reviewing, and Tony Vasquez has got his spotted around Victoria photos. Lots of fun there. Let's see, other things that are going on Independence Day, but the full listing will be in the Get Out section of not just Victoria events, but Brackenridge Park and
It's a long list.
Goliad, and I don't know where all they're all.
It's on different days too. It starts this weekend.
So you can go see fireworks every day of the week.
I think Calhoun County has something at Point Comfort, Port Lavaca, and Port O'Connor.
You get in the right spot
A
on the
different-
water, you can see them all at once.
Well, no, not at the same time. They coordinated it so they did not overlap. I think the first one's Point Comfort, then I think on the 4th is Point Lavaca, and then on Point O'Connor's the 6th, the Saturday after. So
Go down all the time.
you can stay in Calhoun County all week.
And see fireworks.
Yeah, you might have a little pause in between.
Then in sports, the rain has gone away, so we're back with 7-on-7 football, I believe. Mike has that story. Anything big going on in the world of sports that you noticed, Tom, at all?
No, not really. I mean, basketball free agency opens up here pretty quickly, and there's some big names out there that'll shape the landscape of the NBA, as they say.
Not Kevin Durant, though. Well, he's a free agent, but he's not going to be playing next year.
They say, and he's still signed with the Knicks anyway.
Yeah. Well, somebody will definitely sign him on the, assuming he'll come back to full strength, but tough injury there.
I'd imagine there'd be some protection in the contract language just in case he never did come back to full language or couldn't play or whatever. 'Cause they'd be paying him a lot of money to sit next year, so.
The State Digest is a story out of Johnson Space Center about moon rocks on display. NASA's getting ready to open some of those up for view, I guess, as we're this summer is the 50th anniversary of the first steps on the moon.
In some studio, you mean?
Yeah, in the
Some
studio, some
Hollywood studio?
Hollywood studio. You can see the moon rocks that they built there. Then
Styrofoam, plastic.
Galveston, some residential property groups are going to be allowed to remove seaweed from the beaches, but they must abide by guidelines to protect the environment. So I guess if you remove seaweed from the beach, you could mess up the environment. I don't know. I guess so. It's interesting because I was up in South Padre a trip several years ago when I'm up early and the family's all sleeping and I'm just sitting on the beach drinking a coffee and watching them. They have these big tractors that come by and just scrape all the seaweed off.
How's that environment?
That's what I was thinking, because I'd never seen that done before because I've never been up that early. But I guess every morning in South Padre, because they want those beaches to look nice, it just comes by, it just goes one pass after another, just taking the seaweed all off the beach.
Where they put in some truck or something and then truck it off to the dump?
I assume I didn't see where it went once they scraped it up, but or maybe they took it all dumped and then dumped it in the ocean. I don't know what they did with it, but it definitely made the beach much nicer for putting your towel out and all that, which all the people started doing. But apparently there's some environmental issues.
That's
with
interesting.
removing
I never really
seaweed.
thought about that.
Yeah, I don't either. A couple other state stories of note, but then nationally, the first of 2 Democratic debates tonight. I don't know if anybody can keep track of the
South Carolina.
20 candidates who are on and get their minute apiece or whatever. I think I'll be playing tennis instead of watching that.
But you'll have part 2 tomorrow
Yeah.
in
So-
South Carolina as well. Or is it Florida?
Pat just joined us. Mentioned the reader photo contest a little earlier, Pat, but thank you very much for sponsoring it. The John Hart tote bag is an excellent prize, so we've already gotten a couple of entries in for dog and owner selfie contest, so get in, enter often, early and often. Sherry can enter her photo.
She has plenty of them, trust me.
All right.
No, I'm sorry, but family members of
She can enter.
She can enter it, she just can't win, but she can enter.
Doesn't matter if she enters.
cannot win the tote bag.
Our poll question of the day relates to
She's going darn because she really wants it.
Pat's watching from Jamaica. Nice.
Whoa.
We got international viewership. Yeah. Jamaica me happy. Nice. Then the poll question is, where do you plan to go watch 4th of July fireworks? That relates
There you
back to
go.
what you were saying earlier about all the different places. So we'll list a bunch of them that are in our Get Out package. And option E, of course, is our last option, is staying home.
So next year we'll have good, we may
Watch it
have
on
good
TV.
windows to see some of it.
Let's go
Yeah.
to PBS and watch the Boston Hawks.
Yeah, next year when we're in the 12th floor of 1 O'Connor, we can see the city fireworks easily. Probably can see the Brackenridge fireworks. Probably can see the Goliad fireworks.
But you can't see the Boot Fest fireworks.
Well, you can see them as they're not too easily.
Unless we have access to the roof, but they probably won't.
I don't think they want us up there where the fireworks are going on.
Well, it's got to be the safest place.
Anything else big nationally are you looking at, Tony? Or is that it?
No, I was just looking at that heartbreaking follow to the heartbreaking story about the mother and wife of the man and little girl who was found dead along the banks of the Rio Grande.
Oh yeah, that photo.
Have you seen the photo?
I've seen the photo.
It was a horrible photo. She said the mother of a man who drowned alongside his 23-month-old daughter while trying to cross the Rio Grande into Texas says she finds a heartbreaking photo of their bodies hard to look at, but also comforting for how they clung to each other in their final moments.
Ugh.
You can see how he protected her. They died in each other's arms, Rosa Ramirez said. Oh, wait a minute. That's the mother of the man. Yeah, so that was her grandchild and her son talking.
That's rough. All right. Well, let's see. I don't think anything else we need to cover, but to answer our trivia question, it is, who commissioned the construction of India's Taj Mahal in 1632? My best guess was whoever was king or queen of England at that time, which if I really good at history, I could tell you he was king or queen of England in 1632, but I cannot. Tony didn't have a guess.
Oh, I don't know specifically.
He said it's someone who wanted their kid buried in there or something.
I think it was a daughter. It was a mausoleum or whatever.
It was Shah Jahan, the 5th Mughal emperor. The Taj Mahal was built as a monument to Jahan's third and most beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal. So Shah, so her last name was Mahal, Taj Mahal. Died in 1631. She died in 1631 and said it's a monument to her. Monument.
Not
to
necessarily
her.
the
Not necessarily
mausoleum.
Yeah. But Mumtaz Mahal somehow became the Taj Mahal.
Well, see that's what happens when you have a 54-year-old brain. You got those little facts, but there was part of my brain that just said, hey, it had to do with somebody's death.
Yeah.
And either a relative of
Well, you were in the ballpark. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I missed it. What can I say?
Didn't even have a guess, so.
Well, I wouldn't know the name, but I thought it was built because of somebody's death.
I guess the good guess would have been the name would say something honoring Mrs. Mahal. But you got to think about the clues in the question.
What does Taj Mahal mean?
Well, Mahal is her last name. So what is Taj?
Hey Siri, what does Taj Mahal mean?
Taj Mahal means a mausoleum at Agra, India, built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, 1592 to 1666, in memory of his favorite wife, completed c. 1649. Set in formal gardens, the domed building in white marble is reflected in a pool flanked by cypresses.
We just want to know what Taj means, but Mahal, Taj. But you're right. It was. They said mausoleum. They even said we.
All I know is Taj is a good Scrabble word.
What is Taj?
It's a great Scrabble word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your
It's got to be in the English language. For Scrabble.
Maybe it is. All I know, it's a valid Scrabble word.
Ask Siri, what is Taj?
Hey Siri, what is Taj?
Taj is a Hasidic dynasty originating in Titus,
He's spelling it Tosh. He can't hear very well.
All right. Oh well, we'll look it up later. But if you want to know the answer later, you want to talk to Tony about the random things running around in his brain, give him a call in the newsroom
While I'm driving.
at 574-1222. Peace out.